Farhang, what are your thoughts on that? Do you think that there is something interesting about the timing here? Because Soleimani, if we're completely honest, didn't always travel very secretly to Syria and Iraq. I mean, it's said that he was semi-secretive when he would travel. That's the word I've seen used in a couple of reports, where he didn't completely always travel within, the dark of night, etc., especially to a country like Iraq, which, again, is a good ally of Iran also, and especially in this case where he was seemingly on a diplomatic mission to deliver this letter. Why now then? What do you make of the U.S. timing in all this?
And I think what you and Dr. Nouri said about some domestic issues are very, very important. He was under a great deal of pressure. As you know, this week, we should have been talking about impeachment. The war that he launched, the attack that he launched on Soleimani, was without not only consultation, but even informing Congress. Nancy Pelosi is just putting in motion saying that she wants to limit the war power acts of the president to make sure he doesn't go too far. Senator Rand Paul said that the explanation that they had provided the Congress about the reason for this was far from satisfactory. Many others have said this was an insult to Congress. Foreign leaders, allies of America, were never consulted. Britain was not, Germany was not. Apparently the only person who was told was Netanyahu. So I think there's a great deal of domestic issues involved in this. And obviously he wants to create a diversion from his domestic problems, especially impeachment. And also I am not completely in agreement that a war would be bad for him in the lead-up. A limited war always brings people together. So as he said about President Obama, watch out, he is going to start a war with Iran just before election because he's very weak. I think this applies more to him because President Trump is in a very difficult position. Impeachment, nothing has gone wrong right for him. All his foreign policy adventures have really failed, whether it's in Syria, whether it is in Iraq, whether it is with North Korea, whether it is with China, whether it was with Venezuela. So there is nothing to show. And so it certainly was a distraction from a whole host of domestic and foreign problems and pressures that he was under. And certainly for this week, now all the talk is about Iran and Soleimani rather than about impeachment.